Okay, everybody, this has been a requested video. This video is going to be a video about how to make a do-it-yourself DIY photo props for 360 photo booths. I like to make my own props. A lot of the props that are made and sold online are always organic. They all look the same, and they just kind of send them out because they're a big box place. But being here from Houston, I know that we have a Louisiana culture or a Zydeco culture. We love crawfish in this area. We also have the traditional Houston culture with the swinger wheels, lean, DJ screw, different little sayings that we use that are very specific to our area of the country. So I try and make props that represent the area of the country where I have my business and that represent the people that will possibly be booking my booth and no one else's booth. So for this tutorial, I have a Cricut Air 2. Cricut Air 2, I have my laptop, I have some scissors, I have my cutting sheet for the Cricut, I have let's see, I have one other thing that I put up because I hid it from my grandson. So let me see if I can run into it. Here we go. I have an X-Acto knife, which is this X-Acto knife that I use. Like this, blade comes out, very sharp blade. And if I want to, since I am going to be starting something new and I want the cut to be clean, I'm going to take off the little cut piece and I am going to break off this tip so it gives me a fresh point. I almost got it. I'm not good at making these videos because I really don't make YouTube videos, but I hope that it helps somebody out there out. With owning a business, this is actually my third business. I have two other businesses that I run. I'm a full-time barber, and I've been a barber for 21 years. In the past, I've made t-shirts. I've done photography. My second business is a business called Officially Bald, where I sell products online for bald men, women, and skincare products. They're available on Amazon at amazon.com/officiallybald. I also have 360 Pic Junkies, putting a spin in your event. So I broke the tip off. This is so you can see the tip. Let me find the camera. Okay, so you can see the tip. Now I got a good fresh tip. I'm gonna put that in for safety reasons. I've already pre-cut this because the cutting mat that I have is a 12 by 12. For this particular design, I only need two colors because the background is black. I'm going to show you guys what the design actually looks like when it's all the way together. And my basic and boom. All right, this is what the design is originally. Oh, hold on, I missed one. Why y'all didn't tell me that I missed one? All right, there we go. Now, this is what the original design looked like. Here on my laptop, this is in the Cricut Cut Design Space software. So, you can see what I'm getting ready to put together. This is all just fonts that I already had on my system that I can use. I looked up this cross and I made the cross. I did the little extraction tool that's on Cricut Design Space to isolate it, clean it up, and put it out there, and so I get the thing that I want. But if you look at this, I want to show you something real fast. What I did with this, since I showed it, if I take away the white, the black, I don't know if you can see this, but I have little spaces that are in there that's going to show through to the black. The reason why I did that is because as I'm going along and I'm planning what I do, I'm already color coordinating everything on the computer, so I already know what I have going on. So let's see. This, I want to get rid of this, and I want to put the cross back. Okay, as you can see here, it's a black background. So the reason why I don't use and haven't used any black vinyl is because my poster board, not poster board, but foam board. I bought this from Dollar Tree, and they were $1.25 each. I bought like 12 of them. You can use these to make your your different, and I already cut one out earlier from the one that I posted on the 360 photo booth group that's on Facebook. And I'm going to get the correct name and put it in the link, so you all, if you're a 360 photo booth operator, you can definitely join that group, because a lot of the groups that I've noticed on Facebook, all they do is post videos of what they've done. They don't talk to each other. They don't interact with each other. They don't help others. I would rather help someone that's somewhere far away from me to go and move their business a lot further along. So this is one that I already made. This poster board is big. Even if you want to make one of those Instagram or Facebook frames, you can do this and use the same board. These only cost $1.25. I went to I went to Office Depot, Walmart, and Home Staples. The cheapest one I could find was a 4-pack for 13 bucks. Why pay 13 bucks? This is the thickness of it. You're still getting a good thickness out of it. This is very thick. You can shake it, fan. It's not going to break on you. So this is the reason why I did not use black, because I already have a black background. So let me show you what I'm going to do with the first part. The first part here, let me get everything set up right fast. I'm going to load this first part into the Cricut. All right, there we go. And now I'm going to go here and tell it that I want to customize it. Replace. Okay, it's going to show again. And my first color, more likely, that it's going to make is going to be the, let me see what it's going to do. So once I go here on the Cricut, on Cricut Space with the design, all I'm going to do is go up here to this corner. You can see my finger, and say make it. Making it tells the computer I did what I needed to do. I'm going to make it. So it's going to process and do what it does. And I'm seeing now that my first color is going to be white. So with that being said, I'm going to take my white vinyl. I'm going to load it up. I'm going to load it on to, I'll tell you guys about this clear sheet later. This is a transfer film that's clear. It's a very specific reason why I have it clear. So I'm going to load this onto the sheet. And this is a simple design, so I can get done with it kind of quick, because it takes weeding and different things. And I don't want to keep you guys on here forever trying to see what you do with this. So I'm just did something that was real quick, simple, and to the point. So at least you get the understanding of what I'm doing, and then you can go back and do your own. All right, it's loaded up and it's ready to rock and roll. So right here, loaded up. I'm going to tell it to go ahead and actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and hit continue. And the computer is reading that that it's there. I'm going to check for a couple of things once my screens come up. It's setting the base material for me right now. Sometimes it takes a little while. Okay, I'm looking here and I want you guys to see this. Make sure that when you do, it says vinyl right there. You got to make sure it says vinyl, or else it's going to give you too deep of a cut. So once it's ready to rock and roll, I can go ahead and press my little button that's over here flashing. Let me see if I can give you guys a little bit more look at it. There you go. It's a little button right here that's flashing, that's telling me I'm ready to rock and roll, which is right there. I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to just let the machine go ahead and do what the machine is going to do. Wait, I did something messed up here. Let me make sure, because my grandson was playing with this stuff, and I got to make sure he got me. I'm back on point. Let me see. All right, so now that it's ready to cut, I'm going to go ahead and it's going to prepare it. And then it's going to start the cut. And if you watch it, it's telling you on the screen exactly how much time you have, actually how much of a percentage is it done with cutting. So that always helps out a whole lot. And we're back here to the actual cut itself. And since we waiting on the cut and waiting on this to finish rendering, this is a good time to grab you something to drink. This is a good time to go get your Cricut, start looking up designs, and we are at 100%. So now we're done. It's going to eject it. And now from this part, I am going to load my next color, which on the screen is showing yellow, but I'm going to do it red because I just think red pops really well off of black. Told you guys I'm gonna do this a lot, so I'm not even used to this camera and everything, how it's going, but I'm gonna load my red, and this is gonna be just for the cross. And here's one thing I want to go back and show you guys that I forgot to mention, so I'm gonna make sure I mention it here shortly. And this is not going to take very long at all. As you can see, it's cutting. It's doing what it does. And we are at 100%. All right. And now it's done. I'm going to eject it. And a good way to always, that I learned a long time ago, don't peel your vinyl this way. Flip it over and peel the back away from the vinyl itself. That way you won't get anything pulling up, anything like that. So now, from this part, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start my weeding process. What I like to do, this vinyl is not cheap. So I'm going to definitely make sure that I don't waste vinyl. So I see that my cross is just right here. So I'm going to just cut a quick outline of my cross. That's the cross. Now I have all this vinyl that's unused that I can put to the side as a scrap, and I can use it for something else down the line. Same thing with the words. Same thing with the lettering. Let me find my letters again, because sometimes it's a little difficult to see. I wear glasses, but I don't like to wear them, so here we go with that. Right here. And if you want to make sure you have a straight cut, if you look on the back, there are lines, and you can make sure you just cut along those lines so you don't cut into your design by mistake, because that would mean you're wasting vinyl and you're gonna have to redo the whole thing all over again. So this is another scrap piece of white that I can use. I can just throw it to the side and use it for something else. Now that I have that part done, I'm gonna start the weeding, which is really easy, really quick, especially with something that's such a big design. Okay, so we're gonna weed right here. And let me tilt this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm weeding here. I'm just coming to a corner. And people buy expensive weeding tools. I'm using a needle. Anywhere, any place that you can save money, always save the money. Because it's something else that you're going to need that I learned this weekend from our first outdoor event, which was the Houston Zydeco Festival. It's some other things that I definitely need. So I'm making sure that I don't just spend unnecessary money. Now here we go, weeding this out. Weed, don't pull up, pull back to the back away from it. And it should pull out real easy, real nice. Check it out. There it is. And then this vinyl right here, you can't do anything with that. So it's just scrap. But I'm going to weed the rest of this out. I'm going to check and find out where is my other part, which is right here. That's the little, I guess, curly Q area you want to call it, that's inside the S. And I weeded this out. Okay. Bam. Jesus, fix it. Because sometimes, y'all know how it is, we need Jesus to fix it. And that's a term, a slang, whatever that a lot of people use, which I don't consider a slang, because Jesus will be the one that fixes a lot of things in our lives. So I am a Christian, so I'm going to put that out there. And here we go. I cleaned it up, made it smaller where it's something maneuverable and something I can work with. Now I am going to figure out what I just did with the needle I had in my hand. There you go, right here. All right, now we're gonna weed out. Once again, I'm taking the corner and I'm weeding out. Now this, you have to be careful with this part because you have certain little smaller pieces that you don't want to leave out. But if you weed correctly and make sure you're always pulling away from your design, you shouldn't have any problems. I have one more little piece right here to act like it didn't want to come out. Okay, I see what happened. All right, boom, got it. All right, and this is the cross. Okay, so now I have both these pieces already done, and I'm gonna show you what I do next. Let me slide this Cricut on out the way and grab my poster board. Let me just close the screen here because I don't want it to get in the way. Now, I have this here. I have my poster board. It doesn't matter which direction you put the poster board. Just put the poster board down to wherever. I like to use just a big blank area and go ahead and just lay it out so I don't have any problems. Now, I'm going to use this whole sheet. You can reuse these sheets as well. This transfer tape. You get the clear ones. You're going to have to use them one time and throw them away. But I kind of use mine maybe a couple of times and I throw it away, but I am going to cut this one, and there's a reason why I'm doing this, because I want it, just for lining up purposes, I want it to be a certain way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here. I use this little board that my wife probably going to kill me when she find out that I have it, but I like to put this on here, and instead of, you can buy a squeegee. Those squeegees normally run $8. You can find them on Amazon and different things like that for squeegees. But instead of a squeegee, I like to take a good old hardcover book and I just go across it and make sure everything is down. Now, when that happens, I just pick it up and move this out the way. Then I want to do the second part, which is the Fix It Jesus part. And I'm going to take that extra piece of transfer tape that I have. I'm going to set it on here. And I'm going to use this thick book to squeegee it out. Because you get squeegees, you use squeegees, you lose squeegees. Every time you get a squeegee and you lose it, that's money down the tube. I'm not going to lose this book because this is for my wife. I'm definitely not going to lose it. So now that I have that going, I'm going to go ahead now and take my poster board. My poster board is going to sit here, and what I'm going to do first is make sure and weed this to get this off the transfer tape. So I'm going to hit it one more time on the back just to make sure it's all stuck down good. I'm going to take the back of the transfer tape, and the same way that I weed it, I'm going to do the same thing here. Sometimes you're going to have those ends that like to come up. So as you're going, don't go too fast. Take your time so you can see if something is getting ready to come up. And if it is, just press it on down and keep weeding. I'm sorry, not keep weeding, but keep removing the transfer tape. And see, as you see, I'm going right here and I'm just removing a little as I go. Sometimes I just don't want to let go of the backing paper. That's the proper name for it, backing paper. As you can see, I have Jesus Fix It. It's already done. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to lay this right down on my poster board, and I'm going to give myself a good amount of space. Now I'm going to use that same book, and I'm going to press it down, to squeegee it. Basically, this is the same thing as squeegeeing. Once I do that, I'm going to just go ahead and remove this. And I see one little mistake that I made, I guess because I'm talking and trying to do this, and I'm not a YouTube video kind of person, so I'm just trying to get it all figured out right fast. This one little piece right here, I don't know if you can see it, but bam, there it is. This little piece wasn't supposed to be in there. But now it's correct. Jesus Fix It. All right, and any little bubbles or creases that I see, I just kind of go ahead and press those down. Now as I'm looking at my next one, I know that my cross is going to be right here. Unless you want to have it specifically in a certain place, you don't have to worry about that being too perfect. You just need to get it off, eyeball it like I do, and all that, because I'm saving money. And I'm going to just go around this like this. And bam, see, that was clean. That was quick. And this is how that came off. And let me see if you guys can see it. See, you got the space in there. So when I lay it down, I'm going to lay it down right here. I want to get it as close in here as I can without messing up. Okay, now I'm going to squeeze your cross down. That's all it takes. And now I'm going to remove my transfer tape. Now, because of that, I have the entire thing done. Let me let you guys see it the correct way. Jesus fix it. I know it's backwards on the screen, but Jesus fix it. So now I'm going to go back to my original design, which is here on the laptop. And I'm going to let the computer know that I'm done. And I don't turn that off in case it's a piece of particular mat that I mess up on. It's already still on screen. I can just go back to it, recut it, and keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and put the whole thing back together on my screen. And this is how it's supposed to look. Just like this. Jesus fix it. Jesus fix it. Now, I'm looking right now at the way that... Oh, I'm messing up, y'all. The way that the letters are sitting on the spacing. Right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I know... I just realized a huge mistake I made, y'all. Instead of putting Jesus fix it, mine said, yeah. Oh, it say fix it, Jesus. Mine say Jesus fix it. No problem. That's something I can work with. But in the event that I didn't notice that, I would have had to remake this whole thing. But fix it, Jesus, or Jesus fix it. I like it. Actually, I like it better that it says Jesus first, because Jesus is first. So I'm just going to take my ink pen. Take a regular ink pen. You can take a pencil or whatever you want on a hard surface. And I'm just going to outline what I want the cut to be. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because a lot of these, if you notice, they're not always perfect. And this is a little smaller than what I wanted, but I'm going to work with it. I'm going to make it work. And I'm just outlining everything with the pen. And don't press hard, because it'll go down in this foam board and then you'll have problems with it later. Okay, now that I've traced it out, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to let you see. I traced it out. And now I'm going to move everything out the way, and I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, a box cutter. I think some people will call this a box cutter, but I'm going to go on here and I'm going to start just... You're going to take a lot of blade and come off with a lot of blade, because you kind of have to do a little slight sawing motion at an angle. And I'm just going to, let me get you guys in the frame. I am just going to start sawing. I kind of lift. My hand is underneath it to keep it off the carpet. But I'm just going to kind of lift. And I'm framing this out. And if you turn as you go, that's how you can make a kind of a clean corner. You don't have to, it doesn't take a lot. I mean, it doesn't take a lot. This is actually really simple to do. You just have to take your time. I kind of rushed a little bit because I'm trying to make this video, and I don't know about YouTube and videos or how long the videos can and cannot be. So I'm just kind of, you know, going through it, making them quick, making me a few cuts. And I wouldn't recommend that anybody do this if you don't have a good steady hand, because this X-Acto knife, a box cutter, can mess up your hand. You can have some injuries with this, so you want to be real careful. There you go. And now I'm rolling with grease. And you guys see that? Oh, my blade came back in. Be careful with that too. I lost the little blade lock that goes on it. But we're gonna go here. And you gotta kind of flip this around a little way. Now I'm quite sure when you guys do this, some of you guys are gonna be a lot better at this than me. But this is just something I'm just trying to show you guys, just kind of hopefully help you save money, help you come up with some more custom props. Because I have, like, all my events, I do a custom prop. And see, once I do that, I just pop it out. And now I have it, Jesus Fix It. And then what I can do is I see a couple little spaces that I don't like. So I'm just going to go in with a long blade and I'm just going to clean. A little slight sawing motion, going real slow, making sure nothing is really messed up, that I don't mess up anything or cut into my design. And I see a corner coming up, so I want to kind of turn and make this corner kind of rounded. And then I can also go in here. I don't like this corner right here. I'm going to come at an angle and kind of turn it in and turn it down and make it like this and kind of clean it up. And if this was a normal one, I would actually take a lot more time with it. But I'm really doing this. Some people I know say, you know, you didn't think I was cutting it by hand because the other ones were clean. The other ones I really took my time on. This is just kind of quick for the video that I wanted to do because some people have been asking about it. So I wanted to make sure and show my people some love and give you guys a little game on this. And if you look at it right now, you can actually go back and do this. You could keep this and make it just a square. You can make it into a circle. It doesn't really matter. You can do this how you want because there's no set guidelines of how a prop is supposed to be. Because I guarantee you, once people start partying and having fun and whatever event you're doing, they could care less about how these props are cut and how they look or anything like that. And you got Jesus Fix It. Easy, done deal. And it's real quick. And that's the same thing that I had coming from this. Let me give you a straight up look. Jesus Fix It. See, and that's done. That's easy. It was quick, easy, fast, to the point. And let me flip my camera around right fast. There you go, guys. How y'all doing? I hope that this helps some of you guys. I know that starting a business, especially something like a 360, it's a lot of things that we have to pay for. So anywhere that you can cut costs without sacrificing quality, you can go ahead and do it. These photo props, I mean, I'm not trying to badmouth anybody. I'm really not, because some people do some that are really spectacular, and I'm just like, wow, like, how did they do that? But some of the little simple ones that we can make those ourselves, and we can save ourselves a lot of money. Instead of going pay $20, $30, $40, this whole prop right here cost me all of $2 to make. And it's really less than $2 because it's one piece of poster board. I still have at least one, possibly two more spaces that I can use and make and get 4 out of them. Those are 24 by 36 size foam core boards that they sell at Dollar Tree for $1.25. One thing I did want to tell you, if you have the Cricut Maker can cut wood. It can cut all kind of different material, no matter the color. So you can actually put it into the system and you can cut it out with your Cricut Maker. Now, the Cricut Air doesn't have that capability. So I didn't know that then. I'm not a prop maker, so I'm not going to spend money to buy a whole new Cricut. I'm going to just take my time and do what I have to do. I have the Explorer Air 2. But if you have the Cricut Maker can cut the design and cut a very, very clean, beautiful cut right to your foam board. And then all you have to do is go back, stick it in, stick your vinyl down, and you done. Plain and simple. Also, with the Cricut Explorer Air 2, the biggest size that you can make it, either vertical or horizontal, is 11.5. I always take mine to the max, 11.5, and I let the other one do whatever size it's gonna do. But one size is gonna always be 11 by 11.5 because I want it to be big as I possibly can make it. So that's about it, y'all. I hope this helped. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask me, or if you just want to get on here and say, you know what, man, you crazy, that look corny, that was dumb, tell the truth. I mean, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I got very, very tough skin. If you troll, I will block you. So let's just let that be known right now. But this is prop making DIY for 360 photo booth operators. I hope you all have a great day. God bless. I am 360 Pic Junkies along with my wife here in Houston, Texas. And we are hoping that we can put the spin in your next event. So take care, you guys. Have a great day. Remember to hit the share, hit the like, send to a friend. You can even subscribe because I might keep doing these videos. This is actually kind of cool. I kind of like this. So we'll see how it goes down the way. And yeah, Texas, Houston, Texas, baby. So you guys have a great day. Be blessed. I love you all. If nobody else told you today, I want to tell you that I love you. But most importantly, Jesus loves you. I stole that from my wife, but I think that's such a beautiful statement that she makes at the end of her paparazzi jury videos every time. So get creative. Post some videos. Tag me in it. Show me how creative you can get. Get some old terms. I want to do one prop that says "Do It With Your Boots On," which is a Creole song. I want to do one that looks like the FedEx logo, but I want to say Fed Up. So that's going to be cool. I got some ideas for wedding props, a couple of quinceañera props I want to do, a couple of birthday props. So when I have downtime, like today is my off day where I actually have not too much, nothing to do but wash clothes. I do it on Mondays. I like to sit down and just create things. So matter of fact, let me see if I can show you guys right fast some of the stuff that I've been kind of working on, and so you guys can hopefully spark some ideas with you all as well. And let me see how to flip this camera. Oh, wow, that made me bright, didn't it? Okay, we're going to flip the camera. Okay, we're going to go back to my projects on the Cricut Space. And I hope you guys can see this because I really can't see what my phone is doing. But we're going to see right now. Let me see how to get to my projects. My projects. It's taking a little while. So saved. Okay, boom. Maybe that's what I needed to click. Nope, that was something else. That was a brochure I did. Let me find. How do I find my projects? All my projects. Oh, it wants me to save. Okay, that's what it's doing. It wants me to save Fix It Jesus. Okay, now Fix It Jesus is saved the way it's supposed to be. And now I can go to my projects. There you go. Now, here we go. We got the Fix It Jesus. Do It With Your Boots On. This was the one I did last weekend for the Houston Zydeco Festival. Queen King is coming. Entering Houston City Limits is another one I did. I did the Boss Babe. The real popular mouth, and mine is going to end up having a crawfish coming out of it for a festival we have coming up. I have Boss Life, Squad Goals, Security Bag, Thicker Filet. I definitely have my, hold on, going too fast. Definitely have my logo here. That was something from my window. This is another design for a wedding. The Bride Don't Cry, She Whine. That's good for a wine cup. I have Mickey and Minnie, that's kissing, that you can do for someone's wedding and put their name on it. This was another design that I like to use. My sauce had drip. It's a lot of stuff that you can do, man. Get creative. See, you have one Born to Be a Teacher, dark chocolate. So that'll go over real well. And since I'm a real big advocate for people that are bald, I have a young lady with bald and bougie. That's going to be another one that I'm going to make, which her eyes are not going to be seen. She's going to be solid glasses, but she's going to be bald and bougie. If I have with my scuba diving people, I'm a scuba diver. I like Mickey Mouse with the scuba diving. So yeah, get creative. Do what you can do. Do things to represent where you're from. And trust me, the ones that come from the big box places that look like everyone else props, they're going to sit on the table. But the ones that are specific to your area, they're going to fly off and people are going to jump up there and they're going to want to use them because it represents them. So I hope that helped everybody. You guys have a nice day. Be blessed. Thank you for watching. Remember to like it. Show me some love. Let me know what you like that I did. Let me know if it's something else you want me to do. I will do it. I don't have a problem with doing it. So thank you all. Keep it spinning. Have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye.